Ladies and gentlemen, I have some gigantic news for you guys today. Before we get into the news, though, I want to recap yesterday. We went 3-1 on the college basketball picks. The guy Sutton literally just did cardio the entire second half. We needed like 10 more points, rebounds, and assists. And then Jimmy Butler just went off in the third quarter in the second half, really, which sucked. We almost had 2 sweeps, but barely missed both of those. So 5-2 overall on yesterday's video. And I'm coming back with my best 5 picks for the games on Friday for you. We got 3 NBA and we got 2 college basketball. So make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe, make sure to send it to your friends because we're going to jump right into everything in a second. And now the big announcement. I always promote Underdog on this channel. It's my favorite app. But there is something huge going down right now in the betting space. If you guys have not heard of Chalkboard before, they just launched something in all of these purple states. You can see right here, where basically you can now bet on which team you think is going to win. So not only are you guys able to bet on player props like normal, but you're going to be able to bet on teams as long as you live in a purple or green state and you're 18 or older. When you guys download this app, it's going to be pinned in the comments, it's going to be in the description, and you use the promo code PISTONS, they're also going to double your first deposit, which is absolutely huge. So that means if you put in $100, you're getting $200 to play with. You put in 50, you got 100. You put in $20, you got 40. You put in $10, you got 20. So use the promo code PISTONS while you're signing up for that app. You can now bet on teams. So if you want to bet on some March Madness games tomorrow, you can go ahead and do that. If you want to bet on NBA games and you're in a state where you couldn't do it before, now you can go ahead and do that. Just download the app Chalkboard, use the promo code PISTONS. As I said, it's in the comments. And as a nice little bonus, as if that wasn't enough for you guys, we give slips on Chalkboard every single day, basically inside our VIP group. And we have been cooking. You can see we cashed this the other day. This also the other day on Chalkboard, on top of all these other ones, of course. But when you guys download Chalkboard and use our code PISTONS, we're also going to hook you up with a free 30 days inside the VIP group. For those of you guys that don't know, the VIP group is normally $100 a month, and some of you might be like, how could you ever charge $100 a month? Number one, we do full refunds if you're not happy. Like, we could hit every single slip and we'll give you a full refund, but that's beside the point. You're not paying to join. Just use the code PISTONS, deposit $10 or more, and drop a comment, and we'll get you in. And you'll get results like this in the long run, assuming results stay the same, which they have consistently. $10 a slip. If you bet $10 a slip with us over the past year, you're up 4.7 grand at $10 a slip. Now look, there are ups and downs, but nobody is more transparent. We document every single slip we hit, every single slip we miss in a public spreadsheet that you can go ahead and see in your free time if you want to. It's in the Discord. You don't have to be a paid member to see this. And as you can see on the screen right here, yeah, all the winners, all the losers. So without further ado, let's get into my best 5 picks for the games on Friday. Now, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and let's get into it. Number 1, we got Jeremy Sochan for less than 27.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. What's the rate up here? Number 1, Pinnacle Sportsbooks giving us -146. Pinnacle's the sharpest book in the world, basically, the most accurate. Other sportsbooks, Draftkings, Caesars, Sleeper, all favoring this very heavily for him to go below this number. It probably should be set at 26.5, and I wouldn't be shocked if it is by the time you watch this, or at least for the people watching tomorrow. But he's gone below this mark in 9 of his last 10 games, really 9 straight. Most recently going for 19 against the New York Knicks, as you can see here, 10 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And then across his last 20 games, he's hitting this at a 95% clip. 19 of his last 20 games, he's gone below this mark. Head-to-head against the Philadelphia 76ers, he's also gone below it both times he played them most recently. And then on the season as a whole, he's hitting this at a 77% rate in 37 of 48 total games. This is kind of one of those picks, in my opinion, where if it loses, it loses. Sure, he did see a bit of a minutes uptick recently, playing 38 minutes, and he's going to play a good amount of minutes in the following game against the Sixers. But the numbers, they add up. They really just do. Sportsbooks favoring it up, Pinnacle favoring it up. 19 of his last 20 games. Like, if it loses, in my opinion. Of course, do your own research. I say this every single video, guys, but like, don't be mad at me if you threw way too much on these picks. This is your money. Do what you want with these picks. These are my picks. These are not yours. Do your own research. Do whatever you guys want at the end of the day. If you want the best picks, as usual, join the Discord. These picks are a little bit of a mix of math and entertainment. The group on Discord is completely math-based. So, next up on the lineup we're going to be taking is Devin Booker less than 27.5. And I know you guys are going to hate me because I'm taking a lot of unders today. But it's just where the value is, to be very honest with you. So you can take it. You don't have to. Anyway, what's the write-up here? He's gone below this mark in 8 of his last 10 games. Yes, he did just absolutely fry the Chicago Bulls for 41 points. But the Cavaliers are not the Chicago Bulls. The Cavaliers are a top 10 defense against shooting guards. They give up 26.5 a game. Of course, Devin Booker plays almost the entire game, so he should be out there. And you can see sportsbooks also agree this line should be set lower. Caesars is favoring it -125 for him to go under. Sleepers -133. He's hit this in 65% of his last 20 games as well, 13 of his last 20, and then head-to-head even against the Cleveland Cavaliers going back to his last matchup against them earlier this season. He only scored 15 points in a Cavaliers blowout, as you can see right there. Granted, going back to last season, he did go for 40 against them, but earlier this year, he went for 15. And then on the season as a whole, Devin Booker's gone below this line in 55% of his games, 35 of 64 total games. Even going back to last season, he hit it at a 58% clip. Now, look, could he make me just look like a total idiot? Like, of course, at the end of the day, it's Devin Booker. But 27.5 is a big number, and he's gone below it very consistently recently and on the season. So I'm going to take that as the second pick. And for the third pick, Jalen Duren, less than 2.5 assists. It's the day of the unders. I don't really do a ton of them, but like, hey, it's where the value was. And remember, we got 2 college basketball picks coming at the end, so make sure to stick around for those. So Jalen Duren, less than 2.5 assists. He's gone below this mark in 8 of his last 10 games, 4 of his last 5, and then as you can see, 12 of his last 20 for a 60% clip. The Dallas Mavericks defense is nothing special. They're basically middle of the pack in assists against, giving up 3.5 a game to centers. Now look, like head-to-head against the Dallas Mavericks, it's not pretty. He cooked them both times. But on the season as a whole, he's hitting this at a 61% clip. Sportsbooks are favoring it up as usual, so I really like it as the third and final pick. So remember, I'm going to give you 2 college basketball picks now, but the 3 NBA picks and my official slip is Jeremy Sochan, less than 27.5 points, rebounds, assists. Devin Booker, less than 27.5 points. Jalen Duren, less than 2.5 assists. These are all available on Chalkboard, but Chalkboard does not do fixed payouts, so the payouts will vary. This is a 6x if you want to play it on Underdog. So, now the college basketball picks. What do I like the most? Number 1 and number 2, Thomas Dowd for more than 17.5 points plus rebounds. As you guys can see right here, he's basically hitting this in 8 of his last 10, and on top of that, sportsbooks are favoring it up very heavily. Draftkings is -125, Fanduel is -120, Underdog also -120. You can see, and even in the game where he missed it, he went for just 17, 14 over here against Old Dominion, and most recently against Arkansas State, went for 14 and 9. Across his last 5 games, 4 of his last 5 for an 80% clip. And Kentucky is obviously a very good team, but their defense actually isn't anything special this year. They rank 313th in points against, and then in rebounds against, they are middle of the pack according to Outlier. So for the final pick, for the next bonus pick, we're going to take Solo Ball for less than 21.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. He's hit this in 8 of his last 10, 5 straight games, most recently going for 20 against Creighton. He's playing against Oklahoma, and you can see he's also hit it in 11 of his last 20, and 67% of his games on this year so far for which is 22 of 33 total games. Even going back to last year, of course, he played less minutes last year, but he hit it in every game. And Oklahoma's defense are weak against points, but they are actually pretty good against rebounds and assists. So take what you like. Those are my favorite picks. Here's the NBA slip one more time if you want to take a look at it. Then we got Thomas Dowd for more than 17.5 points plus rebounds, and then Solo Ball for less than 21.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Now, one last thing to ask of you guys, if you have not yet, make sure to go download Pikkit. They're actually going to pay you to download the app. When you use the promo code PISTONS, they're going to put either $3 or $100 in your account for completely free. Just use that code PISTONS, and the point of this app It's not even a betting app. It's an app that'll track all of your bets. It tells you how you're doing on the day, the week, the month, the year, and basically you can't fake your results. You can't delete your wins. You can't delete your losses, inflate your wins. You can't fake anything on Pikkit. So if you want a nice little chart like this showing you your profitability, showing you how much you're profiting, losing on each and every single app every single day, so you can see where you're standing, go ahead, download Pikkit. It's completely free, like I said, and they'll pay you to do so when you use our code. That's all I got for you. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to send it to your friends, and I will catch you guys tomorrow.